Stop being delusional. Like, you're gaslighting yourself. It's all in your mind. Nothing is special until you make it special. It's up to you. You need therapy. Again, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to detach yourself from anyone and anything, any person, any situation that's been holding you back. I'm going to share with you some ways that have helped me. Figure out why it's so special. Because at the end of the day, a stranger on the street, it's not going to be special to me if I haven't talked to it, if I haven't even met that person or got to know them. But once you put the energy, the time, the love, the affection, everything into it, then it's special because you made it special. It's all in your head. No one is special unless you make it special. And most people, when they realize that that thing or person isn't actually special, but it's the energy and time and dedication you pour into that person or that thing that makes it so special. It's like a reality check for them because it's not even special. Like, you're gaslighting yourself. It's all in your mind. But you make it seem special or worthy because you put your time, your energy. Once you get yourself out of that situation and think rationally, it won't be that special anymore. It won't really have that deep meaning it used to have. It's really all in your head until you make it happen. And then you pull yourself out of that situation. And that's when a lot of people, when they break up, they realize my ex really wasn't everything. They didn't think like that when they were in the situation because, of course, they were attached and they couldn't see that. That's why it's hard for most people to let go because they can't get that out of their head. They're gonna be okay without that because they're in a lack mindset and a desperation that they need it. And if they don't have it, it's like their life is over. That's why you should never get attached to no one or anything, not to a person or anything material, because everything is temporary. Believe it or not, we will die. At the end, it's only us. That's why you have to pour everything into you. Okay, this is the real question. So let's say if your best friend of 30 years, like ride or die, backstabs you, one day switches up, disrespects you, lies to you, everything, would you still stay there? Because most people say no, but their actions say otherwise. Because if the answer is yes, you need therapy. It's not okay to let this happen. Like, have this straight. Someone who doesn't add to your life shouldn't be there just because you're attached to a person. Remember, this person, this best friend of yours, used to be a stranger. You could see a stranger in the street. Like, if something would happen to that person, it wouldn't be your problem. Like, you wouldn't really care that much as your best friend. Since you put the time and you got to know the person, then it's important now. It really isn't. If you take all that away, if you wouldn't have known that stranger in the street and it wouldn't have been your best friend, you wouldn't even care either. And if also one day you decide, no, you're crossing my boundaries, you don't have the privilege anymore to be in my life, because it's a privilege to be in my life. And if they don't deserve that, then don't give it to them. Then that thing or person doesn't have any control over you anymore. It's over. But until you learn to respect yourself over your feelings, you'll still be in a never-ending cycle of attaching yourself and holding on to things. Stop being delusional. You guys think they're gonna come back. You know what? In fact, they always come back. But you're not gonna accept it when they come back. You're just gonna be done with them. Because they're gonna come back because they're gonna miss you. They're gonna come back because they're gonna realize what they lost. Now you realize that you deserve so much better than that. Please stop thinking there's only one man in the world and you're going to marry your first boyfriend, because you're gaslighting yourself. It's the end of the world if they break up, because the world is them. You don't have a world without them. Don't do that. You're setting up yourself for failure. And if you're attached to that person, especially, because that's why a lot of people try to even kill themselves, because they broke up with someone. Social media is literally normalizing bare minimum and you're believing it. So no, good morning and good night texts every day is not special. If you want to stop being the Lulu, put it like from an outside perspective. Your best friend, if they did that to your best friend, how would you feel? Like a third person, and it won't just be you acting out of your emotions. This is what you're going to do. Right now, you're gonna go get a pen and paper and write at least 10 reasons why that thing or person doesn't deserve you. You're gonna say it out loud, and then you're gonna burn the paper because that thing or person has no longer control of you. And make sure to include all the red flags and things you don't like about them. Now say with me, I detach myself from everything that doesn't serve my highest self. What do you pour your energy to? What you put your energy to is what will grow. If you pour your energy into a person, the relationship will grow. If you put your energy into yourself, you will grow. If you put your energy into the past, nothing will grow. It's like when you plant a seed, right? If you plant an apple seed, apples will grow. You're attached to a person or something that happened in the past, even a situation. But if it's a situation, I'm embarrassed because a situation shouldn't even be a thing. I think talking stages shouldn't be a thing. And if it's the past, realize that it's the past. It happened. It's not coming back. You're safe. Don't stay there because it's gonna you up with what you did and what you could have done, what you said. And so you can't really fix it. You can only plan the future. Out of sight, out of mind. But you can't say this if you're still contacting them and watching the story. You dream and think about what could have happened, what they're doing. No, like I said, it's the energy that you put into that makes it seem special. There's still contact or someone that's constantly reminding you about them or about that situation or what happened, then you're never gonna detach. You have to fully let go to have true peace and let new blessings come into your life. Because imagine, God is trying to give you something better and help you move on and heal and detach from that thing or person or anything that you are trying to get rid of, but you're still holding on to it. How is he gonna get you something better if you're still holding on to it? You don't want to let it go. That's why I'm saying don't ever attach yourself to anyone or anything, because it's like a drug. Once you tried it, you think it's the best thing and you can't live without it. It's not true. It's all in your head. You have control over your life and you can decide what and who you have in your life. And if you're attaching yourself to what they would say, other people's opinions or perception of you, realize that it's really none of your business. You shouldn't be worrying about what they could say or what they are gonna say about you. You have no control over that. When you have no control, you just let it go. You can't. Why would you be stressing about something you can't control? And if it's a problem or worry that you're attached to the outcome of what can happen, leave it in God's hands. He has control over our whole life, and all we can do is do our part and pray about it. Live in an abundance mindset. Once you do this, you detach yourself from everything and you leave it in God's hands, because you know there's a higher source that guides you, that protects you. And everything that is happening to you, it was meant to happen for a reason, and it's building you for your future self that you want to become. When you function from an abundance mindset, you know that everything is going to be okay and you're not coming from lack. And when you come from lack, you're desperate, and that's why everything runs away from you. Once you detach, everyone attaches to you. It's like everything becomes so much easier. You don't care about what they say. You don't care what will happen. You only do your part. When you're so attached to what they would say, to their opinion, to your insecurities, they take over you, and you're never gonna move on from that if you're always thinking about that side. It's like everything flows into you so naturally because you kind of attract that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is not the only way to detach, but it's a short video that may help you guys. I hope you learned something, and let me know if you want another video. Thank you guys for 800 subscribers. Bye.